Congratulations, Hunter. I am a complete and utter fool.
How so?
Before you left, I warned you not to show Wanda any mercy. And what did you do? You not only showed her mercy, you brought her back with you. I don't know what to say.
You do not need to say anything. Wanda is back with us. The corruption has been removed. We should just move on from here.
That's what I'm afraid of. What if I can't move on? I thought when Wanda fell to Lilith, that would be it. I'd never see her again. I thought her fall was inevitable. I just keep thinking about what might have happened if I hadn't pushed her away.
You cannot spend your time dwelling on mistakes. What is past is past.
Then I suppose I'll reserve all my worrying about the future. That should keep me quite occupied.
Is there anything I can do for you?
Yes. Give me time alone to think. That's probably the wisest move for all of us.
We got our #1 witch back. I thought Wanda was gone forever. Happy to be proven wrong. That was big in part due to you, Hunter.
I hear everyone's favorite flaming doggo saved the day out there.
Wanda's caused us lots of pain, but it's Ghost to make her
What I can see.
You have done it. You've returned one of my children home. My Wanda. You have done the impossible, Hunter. You've removed corruption and saved a soul, and still managed to keep yourself intact. You are indeed a wonder unto yourself.
It was just another day at... Oh, what does Stark say? Oh yes, just another day at the office, or the tower, or the executive suite.
Then you must have a rough job. I should know. I trained you for it. But in all seriousness, Hunter, it's okay to give yourself a little credit for the remarkable events of today. Wanda is home and safe. But I worry she's not well. She still blames herself for my death. I wish I could give her a big hug and tell her it wasn't her fault. But obviously that's not a possibility.
Perhaps one day we can find a way.
Yes, I would like that. I would like that very much. In the meantime, watch over her, will you? Show her the love I wish I could.
I don't know what state Wanda's in just yet, but we need her head in the game on our side.
Sorry. I just need some privacy.
I did not think you had it in you, child. Pulling your fallen comrade from the foul clutches of your twisted mother. You must be so proud.
Actually, pride is exactly what I am feeling.
I thought as much. Would it surprise you to know I am happy for you as well? Not for the loss of my Wanda. Thrust back into the arms of those who cast her away to begin with. Still, as upset as I am over her loss, your misguided efforts have borne fruit.
Yes, I saved my friend.
You did so much more. We both know my energy cannot be purged. Bruce was right. There is only one possibility. You absorbed it, didn't you? There is no need to answer. I can feel it. As well as the new crack in your collar. How long do you think it will hold now? At last, the barriers between us are crumbling.
Do not bet on it, Mother.
Caretaker's not in.
Hunter, is that you? Oh, it's you. Hunter, right? Sorry for, last night.
Well then, I hope you managed to get a restful sleep.
You really think I could sleep after what I've been through? No, Hunter. I definitely did not get any rest last night. I just sat up and stared at the moon. Is it weird that I think she's going to be waiting for me in my dreams?
I have trouble sleeping for the same reasons.
Guess she's got her claws in us both. I can feel them scratching. You may have taken me from her yesterday, but she still wants me by her side. Just like she wants you. There's, something I need to tell you. The moment you drained the darkness from me, I had a vision.
What vision?
The only way I can describe it was an ancient temple with tentacles etched in stone, reaching up and out like they wanted to strangle the world. I think it was the Temple of Chthon.
I had the same vision.
You did?
What does it mean?
I don't know. But my premonitions always come true, which is why you have to let me help you stop this one.
Are you sure you are up to it? You do not need more time to rest and heal?
You want to help me heal? Let me serve Lilith the revenge she deserves for what she did to me. What she did to us.
Let me think about it.
That's all I ask. I'm not as fragile as I look, you know. I'm up to it.
I just want to make sure you are well, Wanda.
I don't think I'm ever going to be well again. But I can make sure everyone else is. I'm talking your ear off, aren't I? I don't mean to keep you.
Actually, I would like to know more about you.
I would like that too.
I want to know more about you.
All right.
Tell me your story, Wanda.
My chaos magic came to me when I was a child in Transia, defending my father from a mob. I quickly learned how much humanity can fear what they don't understand. My twin brother had talents of his own. When the mob came for us, we fled and never looked back. We used our talents to survive, and eventually transcend our lot in life. But Pietro and I disagreed on how.
Where is Pietro now?
Still in Transia. He believes in a world where mobs don't menace children who are born different. I am not so optimistic.
If he stayed in Transia, where did you go?
All across Europe. I reinvented myself, lived a quiet life, and explored the limits of my magic. That's how Agatha found me. That's when I learned the source of my chaos magic. She offered to bring me here so she could teach me how to refine it. We had so many plans.
Can you give me insight into your magic?
Chaos magic is inherently dangerous, for it is the same power wielded by Chthon himself. It is magic forbidden to the Sorcerer Supreme, for its nature is unpredictable and its touch corrupts. But not for me. I leave no stain on reality, and I have used it effortlessly since childhood. I am the exception to the rule.
Why is chaos magic so dangerous?
If I desire it, I can alter reality itself, or destroy it. And despite what I believed, I can lose control. That's what happened with Agatha.
Can we talk about your journal detailing the Abbey's mysteries?
Oh my. I'm so sorry.
For what?
Those were all notes to myself. I'm surprised they make any amount of sense.
Well, they do not. Not really. Could you help me decipher them?
I'm sorry, Hunter. Those journals were what led to Agatha's death. I can't be a part of that, not anymore.
I had questions about your life after the Abbey.
Such as?
What is it like to be an apprentice to Doctor Strange?
I'm still getting used to it. After Agatha, I never thought anyone would trust me with magic again.
A powerful wielder of chaos magic? Why indeed?
That's not how I see myself. I don't know if I'll ever be more than a lost kid from Transia. I wasn't worth Agatha's attention, so why his?
It sounds as though you do not want to be his apprentice.
No, it's a great honor. I learned so much in such a short time. I don't think I can live up to the idea of apprentice to the Sorcerer Supreme. Yes, Hunter?
We shall speak later, Wanda.
I look forward to it.
Hey boss, head to the forge. There's something you need to see. It's not Strange in his pajamas, though I will let you know if that happens. He has these matching slippers.
Hey, can I ask a favor? This war feels very winnable to me, Hunter. That's thanks to you. Strange as
All right, Hunter. Let's get to work.
Of all the gamma accelerators I've seen in my life, this is definitely the gammaest.
That was a hell of an operation. Snatch and grab and a rescue. I score that a big win for everyone.
Indeed, a much-needed victory on many levels.
No argument here. Question is, what do we do now?
You don't need to worry about a thing, friends. I've got it handled. I can't tell you how great it feels to have the Gamma Accelerator back. Seriously, total game changer.
You are welcome.
But we can't start passing out the party favors quite yet. If we don't find Johnny Flametop and grab the Parchment of Power, this thing is just a glorified barbecue lighter.
We grabbed the accelerator and rescued Wanda less than a day ago, and you are already stressing about the next thing. Let us celebrate our successes a little.
You're right, I'm sorry. We did it, woohoo, all right, stakes are on me. Whew, I am partied out. You good? Good. Now let's go find Johnny Blaze.
And if we do get the parchment, Do you really think you will be able to stop the prophecy?
My deepest respect for Dr. Spooky aside, I'll put my faith in the laws of particle physics over some moldy old prophecy.
Your overflowing confidence is something to behold, Tony. I wish I had some of it.
Oh, take all you want. I have enough confidence for the whole team. No matter what, though, this whole thing has already been completely worthwhile.
Oh? And why is that?
Because right now, I'm looking at the Gamma Accelerator, and Bruce Banner is looking at an empty spot where the Gamma Accelerator used to be. All we need now is the Parchment of Power. Looks like Banner didn't tinker too much with the Gamma Accelerator. Oh, you are gonna love this. Why do I always have a flathead screwdriver when I need a Phillips head? Prophecy? More like prophecy you never.
Concentrate, Stephen. Do not teleport Tony Stark to Kathmandu. Complex runic systems are at play here, focus.
We are finally getting some decent tech down here. How's it going, boss? I have high expectations for this. Sometimes, I even impress myself. Big Tony's Forge of Mystery, we never close. If you find more coil, send it my way.
Tension. Robbie was not.
Let's do this.
Evil doesn't take time. Neither should we.
Do your thing.
The weird vibes around here are driving me nuts.
All right, Robbie. Today's the day we impress Johnny Blaze.
You want in on this discussion, Hunter? So, do you think Stark can pull this off?
It's a risk. A big risk.
I think the guy's a genius, but come on. It feels like we're pushing all our chips on this one bet.
If he manages to pull it off, our prayers will be answered.
And if he doesn't, we gotta be prepared for... What's new, Hunter?
New energy in the Abbey today, Hunter.
What's the latest intel? Great intel. Bad news for the world. Got some ops ready for you. I'm here if you need me.
There you are, Hunter. I'd like to speak to you, if you have a moment.
Cap and I were just having some words about Tony.
I hear a bit of hesitation in your voice.
The thing is, I've seen Tony like this before. He becomes fixated on one idea to the exclusion of all others. Sometimes the results are great. He can split a molecule and make it rain in the Sahara. But considering the danger we're all in, We can't afford to have anything less than absolute perfection. Otherwise, I'm afraid too many people will die.
I have complete trust that Tony knows what he is doing. He said he would find a way to let me battle Venom, and he did. When we needed to get through the energy barrier, Tony helped make it possible. I have learned not to doubt him.
No one's got a perfect track record, not even Tony Stark. We need to be prepared for when one of these plans inevitably goes bust.
So what do you plan to do? Are you going to confront Tony?
I'm not sure what that would accomplish. Our skepticism aside, no one wants this plan to work more than we do. We'll just have to cross our fingers and hope, like everyone else.
Here's hoping Tony can pull this off.
I understand you spoke to Wanda this morning. Tell me, how is she faring?
Strong and determined, ready to resume her fight against Lilith.
And you trust her?
I do, and so should you. You owe her that after you wrote her off.
Yes, I suppose I gave up on her long before she fell to Lilith. I just thought she was lost to us, beyond saving. No one has been purged of Lilith's corruption before. I didn't think it was possible. But you and Nico made it possible. This isn't easy for me to say, but I'm sorry for ever doubting her.
Who you should really be apologizing to is Nico.
Yes, I know. I just don't know if she would accept an apology from me at this point.
Do it anyway.
I can't help but ask, what was it like, purging Wanda of Lilith's corruption? Did you suffer any strange effects I should know about?
I did experience something you should know about.
What's that?
I had a vision. I believe it was the Temple of Chthon.
No, that would mean...
Chthon is almost upon us.
Then we better get to work. Well, that's enough of me monopolizing your time for now. We'll talk more later. This is as close as you'll get to a straight fight. Take that thing down.
Haven't cut him loose yet.
Do not allow her to distract you.
Our focus is unwavering.
It's on! like these that give people like us a bad reputation. I think you got him.
Watch closely. I truly doubt they're paying you enough for what's about to happen.
Don't feel bad. You're not ready for me yet.
Now, let's do it.
Makes me glad I'm not a vampire.
Playtime's over. Lucky shot.
I haven't lost their interest yet.
No half measures.
You're getting pretty good at that. Your actions have consequences.
Interesting tactic.
next? Getting better every day. Get some. Give the mother my regards in hell.
We need to help them.
None will be spared.
Did you miss me? They're mine.
That was really something.
Should be useful.
I'm skeptical of your chances, but stranger things have happened. Let's try.
I'd consider another profession if I were you.
Exactly what I needed.
very nice.
Enough insolence!
I seem to be trapped.
Got me good this time. Time to bleed. It sounds to me like they just missed their mama.
Strength of chaos energy.
It's you and me. Let's go.
We should try that more often.
Let me show you the way.
It is the beginning of the end for you.
That's not enough.
Running on fumes here.
Let's try this.
Trifling creature.
They're not all that interested in anyone else.
I'm on it.
Whatever gets the job done.
Watch close. And I thought Man-Thing was ugly.
We've done it. Excellent work.
now that Wanda's back, I feel like the band is finally back together. Can't wait to get some one-on-one time with her. Miss that witch.
Go easy on her, Robbie. She's been through a lot. It might be a while before things go back to normal again.
Normal? Since when were we ever normal? But Nico is right. Wanda might not be as social as we would like her to be.
I just want to make sure she knows that we love her and are happy to have her home.
Maybe start slow with something familiar, like a movie night.
Blade, you just read my mind.
Wow, really? What am I thinking now?
You must have a mind for it to be read, Robbie.
I meant let's have a watching party in Wanda's honor.
I think she's really gonna like that. Oops.
This war feels very winnable to me, Hunter. That's thanks to you.
Awesome. Thanks, Hunter. If it gets any sunnier around here, well, good thing I'm a daywalker.
It's really good to have Wanda back. The whole place felt like it was missing her signature Scarlet touch.
Thanks for letting me tag along today. I feel better already. But man, fighting demon hordes is almost as exhausting as fighting Avengers. Forgot how relaxing it is to just zone out and watch a good movie after a long day of battle.
Well, you earned it, Wanda. You were a real asset out there today.
Just glad I could be of assistance. So you want to join us?
That sounds lovely.
All right.
Wanda, are those three women witches?
They are.
They do not seem like witches.
That's because they don't know they have powers. Yet. And if they did, they would be wise to hide them.
Reminds me of how all the witches tried to hide themselves in 17th century Salem.
Times really haven't changed that much. If there is one thing I know for sure, it is that power frightens people. And when people get frightened, well, you know, you literally lived around the times of the Salem witch trials.
I was a young child, but yes, Caretaker and Agatha were terrified of being found out in those days.
I know the feeling. Sometimes I just wished I was, you know, normal. Things would have been easier for me growing up.
There are also times when I wonder what my childhood would be like if...
If you weren't born, you?
Basically, yes.
Agatha always encouraged me to accept myself, but then... You know what? I don't want to distract you from the movie. We're just getting to the good part.
Are those witches actually charmed by that awful man?
Well, he is the devil. Sort of.
Then why do they not just turn him into a toad? Or banish him?
Because they're good witches, Hunter. Like I hope to be one day.
You should be more careful.
Small victories, Hunter, are always worth celebrating.
Agatha, what is this?
The corrupted influence of the Elder God Chthon. But we won't be able to heal the Abbey grounds until we've recovered the Moon Seal, stolen by Hiram Shaw.
Autumn showed the way. If I remember correctly, this is the grave of Will Walker, a notoriously vicious but effective vampire hunter. Blade would have liked him. This rubble looks loose. The gods are fickle. Autumn thinks otherwise. If it was here, Autumn would show me. He sees the path. Something terrible happened here. This area, it feels wrong somehow. I sense an old suffering.
Members of the local coven were persecuted here. And worse.
Witches?
Salem's history with witches may have been distorted over the years, but some things are true. The witches of Salem did their best to thwart Shaw, but he rallied his congregation against them. The catalyst of the infamous Salem witch trials. When the Coven called out in distress, it was Lilith and Sarah who came to their aid.
They set off in search of a new foe, just like that?
They were eager, but you make it sound as if they wanted this to happen. They knew something was wrong, and they thought they could help.
Chthon's corruption had taken root in the New World, just like the colonists themselves.
And while Lilith and Sarah were still preoccupied in Transia, they entrusted one of the moon seals to the Knights of Wondergore, who brought it to the Coven with the hope that its power would reinforce them enough to deal with Shaw.
But that is not what happened.
Unfortunately, no. When the plague came to Salem, the same one that afflicted your father, Shaw used it to further agitate his flock by placing the blame squarely on the Coven.
And the witches?
The mob was vicious. And the rest is history.
But what about the Moon Seal?
After the trials, the Moon Seal vanished, along with Shaw. Without drawing any conclusions, I think we can both guess where it went.
If this was his church, then it is possible the seal is still here, or somewhere nearby.
You read my mind. Good hunting, dear.
Was this always here? I may have forgotten a few things, but I feel as if I would remember a decrepit church on the grounds.
You may not remember the structure, but maybe you've heard of the man responsible for it? Hiram Shaw? This was his house of worship, and like a great many things on the grounds, Sarah preferred to keep it in a sort of mystic quarantine. Even I haven't been inside.
Is that all she did while I slept? Seal things off for our protection?
She can be overzealous at times, but in this case, she was right to be wary.
So what dark secret does this place hold?
When Hiram Shaw first came to Salem, he was little more than a charlatan posing as a preacher. He managed to convince a few desperate souls to join his congregation, and with their help, he broke ground on this church. Whether it was coincidence or fate, in digging beneath the church, Shaw found something that would change the course of all of our lives. A long-forgotten page of the Darkhold.
If Shaw found a page of the Darkhold, it was because Chthon wanted it that way.
I tend to agree. That cursed book is always seeking out a way to return its master to power.
And a power-hungry preacher makes for the ideal messenger of darkness.
Yes, Shaw was an eager study, consumed almost immediately by the whisperings of Chthon and the Darkhold's power. Nearly overnight, the people of Salem, old and new, were at his threshold, waiting for the word. It's always good to see. Until we speak again.
Oster smiles upon me. Autumn does not answer. Is not like anything I have seen on the grounds before.
And yet, it's familiar somehow.
Like the wards of protection that Wanda invoked to protect Dr. Strange's sanctum?
Very perceptive, dear. Maybe you should approach the good doctor and see if he has any insights. And Hunter, be circumspect. Dr. Strange is no fool.
We've been through a lot as a team, but we've come a long way.
So, do you think Stark can pull this off?
It's a risk. A big risk.
I think the guy's a genius, but come on. It feels like we're pushing all our chips on this one bet.
If he manages to pull it off, our prayers will be in.
Heard about the Limbo adventure.
Blade and I, we've worked with Johnny before. Perhaps Ileana mistrusts me because Hunter, I may have found something of interest to you. The means to surmount that obstacle you were so interested in. The secret lies with the symbiote you recovered. If my suspicions are correct, it can be used to disrupt your troublesome ward in the same way that my own wards of protection fell at the Sanctum Sanctorum. What do I have to do? Without going off on an overly technical Starkian rant, the alien itself has a very unusual composition. Its seemingly gelatinous structure seems to interfere with the ward's resonance frequency when channeled with the appropriate magic.
You are not going to ask me to retrieve
more of the creature, are you?
That shouldn't be necessary. Although a cooperative venom would be invaluable here, I think we can make do with what's left from before. I left a vial of the symbiote on my desk in the forge. If you're intent on removing the ward, take it with you. Discreetly.
Thank you for pursuing this further, Doctor. I doubt anyone else could have made this kind of discovery.
You're too kind, Hunter. Besides, I think our mutual friend has done quite well in guiding you so far.
We have many mutual friends, Doctor.
Oh, I think you know the one. But don't worry, your secret is safe with me.
Well, that is reassuring, Doctor.
And now I should be getting back to my work, but do be careful out there, Hunter, and don't forget about the vial on my desk.
Robbie's hero worship is among my chief worries these days. Despite my skepticism, you managed to retrieve
This is a distillate from the Venom symbiote. Strange thinks this will dispel the ward?
Honestly, yes, but it's not like I got anything else to do. Ileana and Wanda took off to the chapel together.
And that bothers you?
No, not at all. Why would I care? She can do what she wants.
I was gonna practice with Robbie, but he ran off to clean his car with Peter.
The Parchment of Power is here, within the walls of the Abbey.
I assume you overheard Robbie or someone talking about it?
No. I could feel its power the moment it arrived. It was a numbing dread, the likes of which I have never experienced before. I worry for Robbie.
You do not think he can handle it?
Sarah and Strange probably won't bring this up around him. But that parchment is not just random Latin phrases. It contains the words of Chthon himself. They are as dangerous as nuclear weapons.
Do not worry. It is better to have the parchment protected here, with Robbie in the Abbey, than out there in the world.
Maybe you're right. But knowing it's so close to us still makes me uneasy.
The page will not be with Robbie long. If Stark's plan succeeds, we will be rid of Chthon's only toehold in our world.
Perhaps. The parchment is just one page of many, all carrying Chthon's vile message. Those pages were scattered across the globe. The hope was that they would remain hidden forever. Yet man, in his infinite wisdom, decided to collect them and bind them into the Darkhold.
And now Robbie has the final page.
I pray he is strong enough to carry it.
These appear to be human bones.
I suspect we've finally found the last resting place of Hiram Shaw. Judging by the looks of this place, he was locked down here for quite some time. I can't say I pity him.
But how would he have ended up like this?
Someone sealed him in and made sure there was no chance of ever escaping.
Someone?
From what we've seen, I believe this was your mother's handiwork. She must have used the Darkhold page taken from Shaw to seal his fate. Literally. And I'm sure that means Sarah was at the very least aware of what Lilith had done.
Shaw should have been held accountable in public.
Perhaps. But neither of us is in a position to judge now.
After what he did to the Coven, I can see the difficulty in having a tempered response.
I can only imagine how angry Lilith and Sarah were when they finally arrived in Salem. In some ways, locking Shaw down here almost seems merciful.
I do not see the moon seal here.
You're right. I don't sense its power here either. Perhaps Shaw's study deserves a closer look. There must be something we've missed.
These bones have not been disturbed in a very long time.
There must be something here we've missed.
This must be Shaw's study. These drawings.
They're witch warrens. Places where a witch might hide using magical means. Judging from the detail he put into these, Shaw must have studied the warrens for a long time before making his move.
He tortured them there.
Yes, I suspect so.
Why?
The witches wouldn't give up the moon seal. Our gift doomed the Salem Coven to an unimaginable fate. These drawings may yet be useful. I will bring them back to the library for further study. Meet me there tomorrow night.
How long did the Salem witches hide here before meeting their end? This place looks so lonely.
These are drawings of witch warrens. I'll bring them back to the library for further study.
One time, I ate an entire...
I'm kind of busy right now.
Cleaning your car?
It's gotta be done. If I don't, no one else will.
I am sorry you are stuck with the burden of the parchment, Robbie.
Don't be. It's fine.
If you need help,
I said it's fine.
if there is something you need to get off your chest...
You mean like the parchment? No, it's in there pretty snug. I'm doing great otherwise. It's not like any major life role models attempted to sell us out to Mephisto recently.
Robbie,
Thanks for checking on me, Hunter. Later. I just want to be alone right now. Thanks.
I see things are going well for you. Who knows? Maybe if we keep doing whatever it is we're doing, we can get the Dread Maiden on our side too. I shouldn't joke about the Dread Maiden. That thing still gives me the creeps. Robbie's a hero trying to sell us out.
Johnny... Look at me. You've gone through so much, and here I am getting comfort from you like a selfish jerk. Almost as bad as an Avenger.
You're not that bad, Ilyana, I promise.
Liar. I might as well put on a cape and start calling myself doctor.
Don't be so hard on yourself. You saw your tormentor today. That couldn't have been easy.
It's good to have you back, sister.
It's good to be back, sister. We'll finish this conversation later. Looks like someone wants to talk to you. She's all yours.
You wanted to know who was behind the Solus. Now we all know.
How do you know Mephisto?
He was the Dark Lord who kidnapped me from this realm and dragged me to Limbo. He raised me as his daughter. He's the only father I ever knew. And my biggest enemy.
So we are both the children of demons.
Dysfunctional childhoods are something all the sons have in common.
And yet you overcame yours. If you can do that, you can overcome anything.
Yes, I believe that. Suffering makes us strong. In a way, I owe him everything, even though he took everything from me. He made me Darkchild, gave me the gift of ruling Limbo. And today, I booted him from it. And it wasn't the first time.
Ilyana, are you feeling guilty for what you did to him?
Me? Guilty? No, never. I will never let guilt weigh down my conscience, and neither should you when it comes to what you need to do. Take care of your mother in the end. Don't hesitate, and don't show mercy. We must look forward to the challenges that lay ahead.
Sleep well tonight, Ilyana. You deserve it.
Good night, Hunter.
Stop being so defensive and listen to us, Robbie.
We're just worried about you, that's all.
No need to be worried. I got this.
I don't think you fully understand what you're carrying. The parchment packs a lot of evil.
And what? You don't think I can handle it? I'll have you know that you aren't the only one who has a corner on controlling darkness. Just ask Sparky.
We're just concerned.
Concerned? You're starting to sound an awful lot like Caretaker, Nico.
Since when did you become such a jerk?
Since he started carrying that damn page, that's
Why
when...
don't you worry about yourself, Blade?
Whatever you say, Robbie. Why don't you go find Peter?
Well, maybe I will. I'm out.
Well, we tried.
The Parchment of Power is no joke. Then again, neither is Robbie. Let's just hope he's right and he can handle it.
Yeah, let's hope.
I could not have predicted this outcome, but it is intriguing.
What have you got for me, boss? Sometimes, I even impress myself. I'm pretty sure Charlie left a steaming coil in the hallway. Third state of matter, indeed. See you, Hunter.
If you insist.
Back again. Caretaker said I need to be a team player. So
I guess I could show you a couple of things.
later.
I'm actually agreeing with you, Nico.
It's weird. Something about Jeremiah Kane's statue drew me. Guess it's that old Spirit of Vengeance connection, huh?
Like you, Kane carried more burdens than any one man should.
Yeah, so he knew how the big honor could also become a curse.
Do you feel you have been cursed?
Absolutely. I mean, it's awesome to be one of the Midnight Suns and have the incredible responsibility of carrying the Parchment of Power. But it also really sucks.
If luck is with us, you will not have to carry the parchment for long.
I can carry it for as long as necessary. However long Blaze had it, I can keep it for as long or longer.
I did not mean to imply you did not have what it takes.
But I do have what it takes. And I don't need luck.
Blaze's betrayal probably soured your outlook.
About that. I keep thinking about what happened back in Limbo. Right before all the fighting broke out, when Blaze told me you were the key to the parchment, the prophecy, all of it. And that if we took you out, the world might survive.
Robbie...
I know what you're gonna say. Don't trust Blaze. I get it. Which is why I'm thinking I should read this parchment for myself and find out exactly what caused him to get so worked up about you.
I have no doubt the parchment talks all about me, but if you choose to read it, do not tell me what it says.
Oh, yeah? Because it would be too painful to hear?
Because it is irrelevant. I cannot have it causing me to second-guess everything about myself.
Second-guessing yourself, huh? I know all about that. Fine, forget it. I'm not gonna read the page. Happy now?
I am relieved, yes. But what are you going to do instead?
I'm gonna do what I normally do. Sit and worry. And hope Stark hurries up with whatever he's building in the forge.
That may take a while.
I'm just gonna pretend I didn't hear you say that. After all this, I better get a statue of my own around.
Good to see Wanda back with her team. Stay out of trouble. Looks good to me. Bye. I've worked with a few borderline scientists myself. You know the type. Consumed by their ambition.
Just tell me.
I already told you.
That was just a bunch of hocus-pocus mumbo-jumbo. Authored by the hand of a corrupted elder god, vile, unspeakable evil power contained within its pages. I get it. The Darkhold is bad. But I'm a scientist. I need facts, examples, highlights, lowlights.
Are you really asking me for a book report on the Darkhold?
I mean, I could just blast the page to smithereens without knowing the context, but understanding it is so much more interesting.
Context or no context, I'm still skeptical that your plan will actually work.
Well, okay, then share your deep insights with me, Dr. Spooky. Come on, spill the beans.
I have no beans to spill, Tony. I think I need some fresh air.
I guess you're wondering why Strange and I were getting into it?
I saw enough.
He gets so huffy and precious when it comes to his magic stuff. Everything has to be shrouded in mystery, like he's on stage in Vegas or something. I think he's afraid I'm going to turn around and become an even greater sorcerer than he is.
But I thought you two had put your rivalry behind you. Are you not supposed to be getting along?
Well, I guess you could say we get along like family.
That is...
Well, in that he's the annoying cousin who comes to visit and then burns weird incense and never leaves.
Surely there is a way for you both to work together in harmony.
You'll never catch us in the same barbershop quartet. But, given enough time, I'm sure I can reverse engineer an Elder God's programming language. Sure, you may not be able to understand what I'm saying, but that's not my problem.
So you think the Darkhold is no different from some fabulous bit of technology?
Oh, absolutely. And like any other fabulous bit of technology, it's only a matter of time before I figure out how to do what I want to do with it. Every problem has a solution, my resurrected friend. And I'm going to find it.
It will be a challenge, but I know you can handle it.
Well, you don't have to tell me twice. Actually, you can tell me several times. I'm such a shameless sucker for praise.
And what about Strange? Are you going to let him sulk?
Oh, I'll find Dr. Spooky later, and explain my position clearly. Make sure he understands.
It might help if you stop calling him Dr. Spooky.
Yeah, you're right. I should use his name. Stephen Spooky.
I give up.
Well, don't give up yet. You need to get the research going on the Gamma Accelerator. I've got the pieces and Dad's research, and I'm ready to go. I'm serious about getting the research started. Parchment isn't going to blow itself.
This is definitely the coziest war room I've ever been in. Quiet, too.
Lucky you caught me in a good mood.
See you soon.
How are we gonna destroy that page? I'd offer to use the Staff of One, but I think the parchment is beyond its power.
All you have to do is take out that nest mother. Sounds simple enough. Show no mercy.
Not a problem.
Sorry, bub. It's over for you. Watch my back.
Love the effort.
Not a problem. They're going down.
Nice work.
Sure, why not? Hey, the jerk store called. They're running low on you guys. Let's do it.
That's gonna leave a mark.
We've done it. Excellent work.
The Hellride is ready and waiting.
Hunter,
Tension's so thick I could claw it to shreds. Something, or someone, is going to snap. Did you hear Tony and Strange arguing? Who's next? Parker and me?
Agatha, what are you doing?
Casting a protection spell over the Abbey. Now that we are in possession of the Parchment of Power, we must be vigilant in guarding against its influences.
What can I do to help?
You can't. This is a very rare form of sorcery, practiced only by those who have passed from this realm. But you can watch over the others. This spell will only prevent the worst type of harm the parchment can inflict, but can't stop it from making mischief completely.
Mischief? What sort of mischief?
There's no way of knowing for sure. But if there's one thing I am sure of, it's this. The words etched onto the page were written by Chthon himself. Not even my magic can silence them. They will affect us, if only in whispers. I mean, they're probably affecting us right here, right now, and won't stop. Not until Stark finally manages to nuke it from space.
I was more concerned how it could harm Robbie, not the rest of us.
I'm concerned for him too, but while the page remains here in the Abbey, it affects us all. Well, I should really finish this incantation. The spell cannot be completed without it.
I will leave you to it then.
Sleep well, Hunter. If you can. I've been trying to puzzle together where the Salem Coven hid the moon seal from Shaw.
Have you discovered something?
Shaw's drawings. He was looking for the Salem witches who had gone into hiding.
And we know that he found them.
But they told him nothing. And where he failed, we may still find the answers we need.
I do not follow.
We're going to make a magical phone call. Find each witch warren using Shaw's maps, and collect a sample of soil from each. Soil stained with a witch's lifeblood is a powerful magical catalyst. It may be enough.
How long did the Salem witches hide here before meeting their end?
Seen good troops lose their minds not knowing if a tank was going to mortar their bunkers, but seeing seasoned, enhanced heroes walking on eggshells is a new kind of unsettling.
What, no stars and stripes hoorah pep talk from Captain America? It must be bad.
It's good to have you around, Hunter. You don't treat me like some of the others.
How so?
America didn't exist in your time. With you, I get to be Steve from Brooklyn. Just a guy with a shield.
We are all in this fight together. Why would we not treat each other as equals?
And I appreciate it. I hope you know that. You have your own legend to deal with. That expectation must give you some trouble.
It can be hard to live up to what everyone thinks I am.
Then don't. Live up to your ideals. Everything else will fall into place. Like it or not, your words and actions carry a lot of weight. Don't lose sight of that.
Thanks. I will keep that in mind.
Sorry. Didn't mean to lecture. Let's get back to it. That was a great time. Awesome. Thanks, Hunter. The President tasked me with developing a new school fitness program. Tell me, is 300 burpees too many for the average American student?
Good girl, Charlie.
Family protects one another. Family loves one another. Family would do anything to save one another. Is that not what these heroes of yours preach? Then why abandon you at the doorstep of that wretched pretender Mephisto, my precious child?
My family saved me. It was the coward Blaze that sold me out.
Perhaps. Still, Blaze is no coward. And he is most certainly not a friend to Mephisto. For him to have made such a deal, all the more reason I must have the page.
I knew you were going to go there.
Hear me, child. Say what you will about Johnny Blaze, but his soul is one of the strongest I have ever encountered. He has carried the parchment for decades without succumbing to its call, battled angels and demons alike, and rattled the thrones of far too many gods.
It almost seems like you admire him.
I simply state the facts. Now he is free of the page, and another takes on the mantle of its guardian.
Robbie.
Do you really think he will prevail over the Parchment of Power?
You are right, Mother.
I am?
Robbie will never be Johnny Blaze. He will become something far greater. I gladly place my fate and that of the world in his hands.
My original offer still stands. If you truly value your friend, relieve him of his burden and surrender the parchment to me. Ignore my warning, and Blaze's betrayal will be a fond memory compared to what is coming next.
I hope the others slept better than I did. Is this what you wanted to show me? A mushroom?
Fascinating, isn't it? Some of the rarest species of flora I've ever seen. Carol says there are mushrooms growing in these woods that were thought extinct decades ago. And that tree over there? I'm pretty sure it just winked at me.
I did not realize you were so interested in nature, Tony.
Oh, I'm not. I have terrible allergies. I'm just petrified to be inside.
Tony.
I know. I'm sure it will be all fine in the end. I mean, look at us. First time I laid eyes on you, I assumed you were gonna swallow my soul. And now here we are. Two friends, enjoying a moment.
The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step.
You're right, of course. I'm just surprised you didn't work in a basilisk or giant spider or some other terrible monstrosity you've beheaded over the years.
Yes, I suppose your situation is not unlike unraveling the web of Rourg, the Spider King, one strand at a time.
And there it is. Well, I suppose it's time to get back to the old Abbey before Caretaker sicks the hounds of hell on us. Well, hound.
Are you sure? I could stay outside longer if...
No, I'm good. Better, in fact. Owe you one. Besides, that tree I mentioned that winked at me before, I think it just took a few steps closer.
No, that can't be. I had that dream too.
Maybe it was something we ate.
Don't you mean someone?
I don't know. This stinks of a hex or a curse or something.
If we all had the same nightmare, does that mean we all share the same subconscious neurosis?
God, I hope not.
The probability of every single one of us walking the same dream state is 1,000,000,000 trillion to 1. It must mean something.
Yeah, it means we might want to have a little chat with our friendly neighborhood hunter.
Oh, I knew I should have let Mr. Murdoch copyright that for me.
I still can't get that image out of my mind.
Same here, and that's saying a lot these days.
I'm sure there's a logical explanation for this all.
There is... the parchment.
I knew that page would find a way of messing with our heads.
Or maybe it was warning us about you-know-who.
Did you have the dream?
What dream?
I'm here if you want to talk about it.
I'm assuming you had the same dream last night as the rest of us.
I'm pretty sure I did not. What was it?
I'll let Wanda tell you. She's better at communicating those kinds of things. All I can say is, what I saw last night made me worry about you.
This is 100% Lilith. She is sowing the seeds of distrust between us by manipulating our dreams.
I was just thinking that. I was also thinking it could be the page, messing with our heads.
It is possible. The full effects of the Parchment of Power have gone largely unstudied.
And they will remain unstudied. Honestly, I can't wait for it to be destroyed.
So, you are not going to read it?
Hell no. And not just because I suspect it's giving me bad dreams. Because I know whatever Blaze read set him off so hard that he betrayed us.
The page most likely tricked him into believing the outcome was destined to be in Lilith's favor.
And that's why I'm not going to read it. Like, ever. I think Wanda wants to talk to you. I should stop monopolizing your time and let her get a word in. Oh, and Hunter?
Yes, Robbie?
Take care of yourself, okay? Like, really take care.
I always do. What is everyone so upset about?
A nightmare. We all had the same one last night, and it has unnerved us. Wondering if you had the same one too. Would be weird if you were the only one in the Abbey who didn't.
You mean the one about Lilith?
Wait, you had a dream about Lilith?
Is that not the one you all had?
No, Hunter. We had a dream about you. And it was a pretty awful one too.
What? What about me?
Let's just say you... something threw you above us. Your face twisted in what could only be described as extreme agony. And that's as far as I want to remember. I don't want to freak you out. I mean, it was just a dream, right?
We both know nothing is just a dream, especially these days.
Let's hope this one was. We should probably stop talking now. Everyone is staring.
They are staring?
Yep.
They really are frightened, are they not?
Hey, if it makes you feel any better, everyone here is just as afraid of me as they are of you.
Coffee makes the bad dreams go away. Trust me, just don't stir in any sugar or milk. Believe me, if I thought Lilith had any influence over you, well, let's just leave it that I'm glad she doesn't. Now, where's the webhead with my coffee?
It was all a dream, right, Hunter? Next time, could you dream of literally anything else? I'll even take one of those dreams where we're all late to class, and it's test day, and we're all in our pajamas. You know, the usual kind of dread.
Last night was no dream. Lilith intended us to witness that vision. Lilith is toying with us. How may the Sorcerer Supreme assist?
I'm trying to assume it was Lilith in all our heads last night. Prove me wrong, Hunter.
That said, something still isn't quite making sense. The whole picture is fuzzy. We are missing something.
You and Lilith are the worst nightmare I've ever had. But I am still unsettled by it. I don't remember signing up for the Dream Sharing Club. How do I unsubscribe?
apocalypse willies. I don't think the others have any nerves left to fray.
Hey, Hunter. Let's go. I'm here if you need me.
You know, when I first heard about Lilith and her apocalypse, I was skeptical that a resurrected half-demon warrior from the 17th century was going to be our best shot at beating her forces of darkness back.
And now?
Nico and company made the right call when they raised you from the dead, because I'm pretty sure you're the one who's going to save the day.
That is quite a meaningful compliment coming from you. But I'm just doing the best I can.
See? That's what I'm talking about. You managed to do the right thing and get things done, which is a rare talent for the average person. But from Lilith's kid, I definitely did not expect this level of leadership from you.
I am just following in your footsteps.
There are 3 ways to lead, Hunter. By example, and by example. When I enlisted, I was 90 pounds soaking wet. A light breeze would have knocked me over. Not what you call captain material. But I didn't give up. And I won't let you either.
It was terrifying to see you hold the page in our dream, but somehow it felt right.
I'm usually a light sleeper, but last night I felt like I couldn't wake up. You better not sell us out to your mother, Hunter. I'd be disappointed. You wouldn't like me when I'm disappointed. You almost believe me. We're good, Hunter. Unless we're not. But we are.
I'm not worried. Blaze will come through. He always does. Parchment really wants to be read out loud. Good thing for everyone. I hate reading in front of the class.
Back again. Don't stress it too much. There's no wrong answers here.
Constant innovation. That's the Stark promise.
You know what they say about practice, right?
I still say we should have built a firing range first.
Disturbing dreams aside, we must focus on the Gamma Cannon.
Maybe I shouldn't be so gung-ho about you confronting Lilith. Lilith's messing with our minds, right? Because that dream was too real.
Let's address the spooky elephant in the room.
Hey, I've been meaning to ask. Food must be completely different. Now it's all pre-packaged and preserved. Are there any meals you missed from 300 years ago?
Whatever animal I caught and killed was good enough for me.
And that answers my "Are they a fellow vegan?" follow-up. Ugh, now I'm getting hungry. Yeah, let's wrap this up and raid the kitchen before Dr. Strange heats up his funky-smelling leftovers. Can we do it again?
I don't care what the dream implied. You're no villain. It'll take more than Lilith's mind hexery to shake my faith in you.
I enjoyed that, my meditation friend.
Seems like everyone had a restless night. I hate to ask this, but are you all right?
Why? Do I look like there is something wrong with me?
No, not at this moment, but the dream, I mean, nightmare we all had of you.
The one everyone had, but no one will tell me about?
Let's just say you should be grateful to have your collar to protect you.
Protect me from what, exactly?
Your mother, Hunter. Who else? If it wasn't for that collar, who knows how she might be able to manipulate you? I wouldn't put it past her to invade your dreams, the way I think she just invaded ours last night.
She knows the parchment is here.
And is desperate for it, I'm sure. We should all be on guard. In any case, best to keep our wits about us. I just don't want anything to happen to you, kiddo.
See, Hunter, you're so much more than a weapon. You're fun. I took care of that for you. Bye.
Nice shirt. Too bad you had to die for it.
Show no mercy.
Prepare yourselves.
I'm skeptical of your chances, but stranger things have happened.
Watch my back. Help is at hand.
Impressive. This won't end
To restore our strength!
Here we go. Take this. It's about time. Ouch.
To battle.
We can win!
I guess you don't know who I am.
Watch closely.
The light shines on the most dutiful.
Someone order a knuckle sandwich? Any progress is good progress. Roger that.
easily. They all set their sights on me. Follow my movement. Lilith doesn't care about you. I hope you realize that in time.
Let's settle this.
So that's how that works. I've gotcha.
They still haven't changed their minds.
Let's try this.
Will not be broken. Hope they're ready.
Interesting.
We've done it. Excellent work.
Hail, fellow. Can emo kids be singular?
Hello.
Study Shaw's maps and bring back a... That's soil.
They say the Pacific Ocean has no memory, Hunter.
But you are looking at the Atlantic.
Really? Well, that explains so much. Just think. A few years ago, I was just your quintessential 98-pound high school freshman weakling. Even the lunch ladies used to shake me down for milk money. Now look at me. Hanging with the legendary Hunter and the Midnight Suns in their super-secret Atlantic Ocean base.
We are happy to have you.
That's just it. What if that radioactive spider had decided to chomp down on someone else's behind? What would old non-arachnid me be?
Something tells me you would have changed the world regardless, Peter Parker.
Change the world? Let's not get carried away here. I may have helped out a bit in the neighborhood, but...
You have certainly impacted me.
Right back at you, pal. You know, Hunter, I've been to a lot of truly amazing places since I put on the old spider tights. Way beyond my little neighborhood in Queens. But when all is said and done, there is nowhere I'd rather be right now than here with the rest of you.
I could not have predicted this outcome, but it is intriguing.
Remind me again why you haven't digitized this stuff already? This is going to take way longer than it has to.
There's something to be said of the careful study that can only be achieved by examining the physical documents themselves.
Oh, so it's a Zen thing, then? You become one with the old book and it shares its secrets with you?
Always quick to mock the things you don't understand.
Oh no, I'm honestly interested this time. Maybe I can adapt your technique into something normal people can use.
I'm going to...
What have you got for me, boss? Sure thing. Get started. These should definitely give you an edge. See you, Hunter.
Ready to work? Not everyone wants my advice. But they're gonna get it either way. Do your thing.
My lucky day. I'm ready when you are. This stuff is actionable. Let's shut it down. Got some ops ready for you.
Happy to help.
Bye.
Good day, Hunter.